Hello, all my beautiful Scorpions. I hope you'll be looking after yourself. Welcome to your June 2025 messages from Spirit. So, these are for all you gorgeous Scorpios. This is a general reading. We're looking at the general energies of June. We'll be looking at your relationships in June, and we're also going to be looking at your career and finances. And so, let's get started. As you know, those of you who are coming back, thank you so much for that. My name is Linda. I'm from Australia, and I love to hear where you're from. And we always start off, as you know, Scorpio, we start off with a choosing or spirit choosing a message for you from the angels, gods, and goddesses deck. Now, this card that we choose, we read it out to you at the end of your guidance. Then we just have a look and see what Spirit wants to add into your June readings. Some guidance on whatever they know you need to hear. And we pop it to one side, Scorpio, until we finish. And then we look at it then and have a little read of the message. And so we're going to look at your general energies for June 2025. This is for Scorpio. And we ask Spirit to please start the reading off with whatever area they wish to discuss with us. So the main energy, please. We'd like to ask you, what is the main energy for the month of June for all our beautiful Scorpios? Let's have a look. Main energy, the Queen of Swords. Oh, very nice. I'll move this down here, make a bit of room so that you can see what Spirit brings out for you. Okay, we also have the devil card, the ego card, the devil card. And that's okay. That's all right. We have the Knight of Wands. This is great because this is things moving forward, which is what we want, don't we? We don't want things to be stagnant. I've picked that up and that's been sitting in the bottom, so we're going to take that. And the lucky last place for Scorpios. Okay, taking that leap of faith. Okie dokie, let's have a look. What Spirit has given us, Scorpio? You know, the devil card, it's a funny card. The word devil shakes us to the roots, doesn't it? But look, we do need this message. We do need this card because it does talk to us about not allowing ourselves to get upset or not allowing fear to set in. It is a card of entrapment. It's a false sense of entrapment sometimes. It's where we feel that maybe our hands are tied or we are out of control when it comes to our purpose or the things that are going on in our lives. And so, what Spirit is saying to us here is that, the rest of the reading is saying that this is unnecessary. It's not necessary for you to have any fear or any doubts at the beginning of June. This can be rolling over in from May because this is the beginning of the month. And so there could have been some things going on around you in May, Scorpio, that's now rolling over into the beginning of June where you're still a little bit uncertain or a little bit unsure about things. Look, the devil card is many things. It can be but the main thing is this feeling of entrapment, feeling that things are not in your control. You're out of control. This is what Spirit is saying. And he's saying to you that that's not really the case. You haven't lost control. You've just got to be patient for things to unfold. And so we are, really we're focusing maybe on the wrong things. Maybe we just need to go with the flow and allow Spirit to step in and take us through the month in a different vibration, because we have the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands is very much about movement, things happening. This is about knowing what we want and going after it. It's about a situation that needs our attention. So this month the beginning of June, make sure that you act quickly. Don't allow things to slip through your fingers. If there is things that need to be looked at carefully, and you do need to look into everything. Now, Wands is about our career. Wands is about our finance. It's about what we do in life. It's about our jobs, our career, our family. And so there are some things that we need to look into, things, and then not to hesitate. Once you're happy about acting on it, then act on it immediately. Don't allow things to get out of hand. Okay, don't allow these fears to get the better of you. This is a time, June is a time for you to start taking action in a very positive way, because we've got the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords is very much the energy here is about a very objective decision making. So this is where you're really going to be needing to focus on what it is you really want this month. It's a time, June is a time for you to clear away anything that you don't need. It's a time for you to move forward and to focus on your future, focus on what it is you're trying to accomplish here, what you're trying to create. The Queen of Swords is very much about being objective. This is an energy of being very objective, being independent. Also, realizing, being realistic about a situation. There could be a need for you to have to face something and realize, well, I can't change that. I've got to accept that. But very much so, staying focused. Look at her. She's really concentrating. She's holding that world in her hands. I see it as her future. She's holding that and she's focused on that. She's not allowing anything else to get in her way. And so this is what we have to do this month, Scorpio. We have to focus on what it is that we are trying to create, what it is that we want, and not allowing anything around us to get in the way, not allowing anything or anyone to rattle our cage. We just need to stay in touch with our journey and stay focused. The swords are our mind. The Queen of Swords is a logical, strong energy. She's a strong queen. She's very smart. She thinks straight. She thinks logically, and she focuses on whatever's going on in her life and what she's trying to create. So there's some great ideas here too. I feel you are going to be coming up with some great ideas. I think you're going to get a lot of intuition coming your way. You're going to get a lot of downloads this month, Scorpio, as well, because you are a Scorpio. And of course, you're extremely psychic. All Scorpios are. It's very possible that this month, June, is a time when you really do need to listen to that intuition. Stay focused, stay clear and positive in everything that you're thinking about. When we look at the Nine of Wands, this is all about this is about believing in yourself. This is about not giving up. So the one thing we don't want to give up this month is our dreams and our hopes and our aspirations. This is also a time for you to protect that which you have. Protect whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is that's important to you in your life this month, Scorpio. This is the time for you to protect that, because you're still on top of things. There have been a few battles here. There have been some there have been some things that you've been going through when it comes to career, money, your finances, your career, your job, even family. There could have been a few obstacles and delays and upsets that you've been going through, but that's now coming to an end when it comes to this Knight of Wands, where you can now move forward. And the Nine of Wands is saying to us, Scorpio, that we must believe in ourselves. We have the courage to forge ahead. We must not give up on something. And also we must protect that which we've already accomplished, look after that and protect that. And so this could be your job. This could be your career. This could be anything that's going on in your life. This could be just your surroundings, Scorpio, where you need to just look after your own little cocoon and make sure that you're caring for everything and everyone that means something to you. Because, we've got the dreamer here taking a leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities coming up in June. This is coming through to the end of June, but it's also, my guide is saying, this is more about the middle of June, where your dreams could also come true. So don't be scared to take that leap of faith. Don't be scared to step into this opportunity that is coming your way. What I'm feeling here, I'm feeling an energy of you sort of being a little bit. It's like I'm getting this impression of a seesaw, Scorpio, where in June you're very much sort of weighing up a few things. You're looking into different opportunities. You're looking at things in more ways than one. You're focusing on decision making. You're being very objective about making the right decisions. But I still feel that it's important that you do not sacrifice this month just for the sake of having to make a decision. This is what I'm feeling I need to say to you at the moment. But the most important message here is not to give up. Don't give up. And clearing away anything that no longer serves you. Just focus on you, focus on your life, focus on your beginnings, focus on what it is that you want. When you look at this card in this inside this crystal ball, what is inside there is actually it's a unicorn. And so she's focusing very much on her thoughts. She's keeping herself focused on her dreams, what it is she wants to bring in. She's not allowing anything around her to get in the way of the accomplishments that she's trying to manifest. So this is a month of manifestation. This is a month of believing in yourself and standing your ground, sticking to your guns and not giving up. And by what Spirit means by that is when he says not giving up, do not give up on manifesting and continuously focusing. This is a month to focus on the end, the end of the story, so to speak. I'm trying to put it in the right way, and I hope I'm achieving that. But just stand your ground and focus on what it is you've been trying to bring into fruition, and let it come in. Just allow it to come in. Stay focused. Don't let anybody put you off or sway you off your path with your thoughts. She's smack bang in the middle of this reading. This is the energy of the month is you, Scorpio, staying positive and using the power of your mindset for manifestation, which is something that Scorpios are very, very powerful. There's one part of a Scorpio that's very powerful. They manifest. They can create anything that they really put their mind to. They have that magic Midas touch, and especially this month. Because look, at the end of the month, you've got a big opportunity here. And you are going to be able to follow your dreams, and you are going to be able to take that leap of faith. Even though you're still a little bit like that, Spirit's saying, take the leap of faith. It's going to turn out okay. It is going to be okay, Scorpio. So it's a funny old month, yes, but it's also, a month where you don't allow fear to set in, don't allow anything to throw you off. Just stay focused. And of course, I'm a Scorpio, so I can't read for myself. I just can't. And so when I do these readings, I do sometimes forget I'm a Scorpio, but I have to step aside too and interpret it because this is a general reading for many of us, many Scorpios. But I can resonate with this Queen of Swords. I can resonate with that power that we possess as Scorpios for focusing on something and being determined, determined to create that we want, because we can do that. And so I do resonate with that, the power of that. So Scorpio, step into your power this month. Step into your power. Things are going to start shifting very quickly, and there is a need for you to stay in control of a situation. Look, there's the Magician. So look at the outcome here. There could be some form of an offer coming in. There could be some form of a gesture coming in, and it's very possible that you may need to negotiate on that. So we are looking at the Eight of Wands. Now the Eight of Wands is all about everything happening very quickly, things happening fast, and you staying in control, or you, and also you getting things going, you making sure things get going here at the beginning of the month. Things start really get moving, and stay in control of the whole situation. This is you steering your course in your path, the way you want to go now. This is you in charge of your destiny, Scorpio. This month, it's time for you to stay in control of the situation that is going on around you in all areas of your existence. We'll talk about relationships in a moment. This is about your general health. This is about everything that's going on around you. So we'll ask about your relationships soon. So this is not just about relationships. This is about your overall energy, Scorpio. We've got the Magician. This is one of, this is one of your master cards. The Magician, you're capable of so much. The Magician, he's ready. He's ready now to move forward. He's done all his hard work. He's studied. He's an expert. He's a craftsman. He's many things, Scorpio. And this is you. This is you now ready to take control, get things moving, focusing, and bringing in what it is you really want for your future. And this is the month to do it. Stay in control. When you get the Chariot and the Magician next to each other, two major arcana, Scorpio, we are being asked to believe in ourselves and realize that there's nothing we can't create, there's nothing that we can't manifest. And we just need to stay in control, and everything will come our way. And look, it's very possible there could be some form of an offer that, he's not too impressed with that. He's sort of, no, I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm not sure that I'm going to accept that. And what I feel this is about, because it's sitting right near, it's sitting underneath this Nine of Wands here, which is about believing in yourself and not giving up on something and taking a leap of faith. And so for some of you, if there is some sort of negotiation going on there, where there could be some form of an offer made to you, work, career, wages, some form of an offer. I feel that some of you may decide to negotiate or not to accept that first offer, because you have got the Magician, and the Magician is very skilled. The Magician has really worked hard and is very accomplished. And so for those of you who may be applying for a new job, moving forward, and taking control of your life and so on, if there is a possibility that maybe this first offer isn't enough, maybe this first gesture isn't quite enough, and so you could have to go back to the drawing board and communicate a little bit more over that. It's very possible. But they're saying not to give up on this, just negotiate. And, you are going to be taking this leap of faith. And the leap of faith, that you take it's just going to change everything around you, Scorpio, for your future. You've got the dream of the taking the leap of faith, and you've got the World card here. And the world is all about everything, everything opening up for you, everything being possible. this can be travel. This can be very much about you taking that leap of faith and booking a cruise or booking a holiday in June, or making plans. But this is, the world is your oyster, and this is about things really moving and moving in a new direction, and a very positive direction as well. And this could be about your career, it could be a job. You might be moving interstate, overseas for a job. You might be a bit nervous about taking that leap of faith, and spirit is saying, well, look, you can do this. You are the magician. You just need to stay in control of the situation, steer things the way you want it to go. And this is standing in your power, and then not being afraid to take that leap of faith, so that you can maybe do some travel, or change things in your life. So it really is a month of big, big decisions. And we've got four, one, two, three, four, five major arcanas here. We have the dreamer, the fool, taking that leap of faith. We have the world opening up for you, new opportunities opening up for you. Could be in any area of your life, Scorpio. There's going to be opportunities now coming your way to make some big change. It could be travel. It's very possible. We have the magician. This is you, the magician, um, having all these the abilities to be able to bring your qualifications, your experience out there in the world. This could be you, like somebody like myself, who has trained and studied, and now you've decided, I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to I'm going to create an online course. I'm going to teach people, to do this. I'm going to teach people. This is the month to do it, Scorpio. This is what you're planning. This is the month to get things rolling, to get things started. Take that leap of faith, because the magician and the world card is very much about you now bringing all of your skills out, putting your skills out there. And so this is a month for you to do just that. Take control of every situation. You steer your own path. And don't be scared to take that leap of faith. If you're thinking about going online, if you're thinking about creating something worldwide, then this is the month to do it. This is the time. It's the right time for you to, and you're being asked not to give up on this. This Nine of Wands, wands are our careers, are our future. Don't give up. Protect that you've created. This is about your creativity. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. And so if you are thinking of getting out there in any way at all, Scorpio, don't be afraid. Take that leap of faith. It will, as my guide is saying, it will pay off. It will pay off for you. Okay. And so, Scorpio, this month, there could be a situation where you need to realize that it's time for you now to walk a new path. It's possible that you don't realize that there's some opportunities around you. So let's not focus on what it is that we could have had, or let's not focus this month on what we may have to let go in so that we can in fact move forward. Because sometimes to move forward, we have to let something go, don't we? And this is a month where you take those two full cups that are full of opportunity, you walk over this white bridge, and you make your way to your castle. And these three cups of wine that I've spilt, that is just saying, okay, you've had to adjust. You can't have everything, but you can have something better. And the High Priestess is all about the knowledge, having that wonderful intuition and knowing exactly what she's doing. The High Priestess is all about keeping things to ourselves too. And Scorpios are very good at that. So Scorpios are very good High Priestesses. They keep their secrets to themselves. They don't talk about everything. And so there could be something going on this month where it might be a good time. It might be good to keep things to yourself until all of these, till you take this leap of faith. and then you can show everybody what you're doing. But there could also be a need for you to maybe keep things to yourself, because there's quite a bit of money involved in this too. This is you finally accomplishing what it is you really, really have been working hard towards, Scorpio. And to get to this, sometimes we need to, sometimes we need to make some smaller sacrifices so that we can grow a bigger future. But just keep things to yourself maybe this month until you finally get to where you want to go, and then you can announce it to everybody. Now we're going to ask Spirit now for some messages when it comes to your relationships, your friendships, and so on, family, friends, those people who you work with, who you encounter with, each and every day on a regular basis, Scorpio. So I'm just going to use my oracle deck, because it is a very much about people and situations. So this is about relationships now for our beautiful Scorpios. What is it you'd like to say to our lovely Scorpios when it comes to their friendships, their life in general, the people that they're involved in, and so on? What is it you'd like to say? And we do have family here. And this is your support system, your family. And there may be a need for you, Scorpio, to make a clean sweep of something. It's very possible that, that there are some things around you. There might even be some people around you. It could even be family. Maybe they're a little bit, toxic, or they can, they can carry on a bit, or they can sometimes get you a little bit upset. Could be a situation where this month where you might need to step back a wee bit, or make some positive changes when it comes to somebody around you. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be family. This can be just someone who upsets you or gets you upset, or just gets on your nerves, or could be a bit of a drama queen that you've got around you, or that maybe you need to move away from and stand your ground. Yes, and move forward and move on. Because Scorpio, there's nothing worse than having negative people in our life, isn't there? So what I'm feeling here, what I'm picking up here for you is that, if there is a need, I feel, for us, some of you Scorpios out there, maybe not all of you, maybe, but some of you out there, where you may need to just detox yourself from some people that are not really good for your energy. That because we do have the need to make some positive change, and we do have this need to make a clean sweep of things, and that's sometimes sweeping the negativity out of our life, or not taking on board the negativity of others, because Scorpio, other people can very often spoil our energy field with their negativity. So I do see some of you deciding, making a decision when it comes to relationships, friendships, people maybe that the career card hasn't come up. I'll just ask Spirit, does this relate to some Scorpios for career, please? Or is this just maybe just family or friends, or that at the moment? Because we don't have the career card, do we? So I just want to ask Spirit, if this is, so this is about checking the fine print. Oh, yes. Okay. So we do have this career card that has come up. So for some of you, it might be necessary for you to also, know that you're going to be safe and secure. If you decide to move on from a career, if you decide to maybe go to a new career, moving on, going to a fly in, fly out situation, then make sure that you check the fine print, make sure that you check all the paperwork and so on. Look, it is possible some of you are going to take up some study as well, too. So that's a good thing. You will be safe and secure if you're, we are talking about relationships, but relationships and career, what you do on a daily basis, has a lot to do with the people around you, Scorpio. So we have got a positive month, but there's also a month where you do need to maybe make some big changes with some people in your lives. You need to decide if there's somebody in your life that is upsetting you, if there's somebody who's drama queen, always dumping all their crap onto you, all that sort of thing, it might be necessary for you to move away, make a fresh start. Or if there's somebody around you in your home, even where you may need to stand your ground and make some big changes. And there could even be somebody around you in your home, or always coming to your home, that maybe you might need to make a decision about that too. Maybe you don't want them to come anymore. That's very possible as well. But there is a possibility that you could be making some very positive changes and eliminating those who no longer serve you. The Queen of Swords here, the message here is that clearing away all that no longer serves you and making an objective decision. And I feel that some of you have got to make an objective decision when it comes to some people in your lives. If you've got people or a person who is just causing you a lot of stress and strife, this could be the month where you say, you know what, I think maybe it might be a good idea if we don't, we just, we go our separate ways. It's possible that you may do that. I don't have the love card here. We do have one. So this is more about, I feel this is more about maybe where you're working, where you may need to make some changes, or, in your life in general, the people around you. I have got the family card. It's possible there is a family member that you just need to detach from, or not allow yourself to get, involved. Don't take it on board. Detach from what's going on in their life. It's very possible that there is a need for you to do that. Need for you to step back, maybe. And that we do have your career sitting here. And we all work, when you go to work, you work around other people, don't you? And there is a need for you to, to make sure you check the fine print or look into things with the people that are around you and that you are working with at the moment, Scorpio, as well. And so keep an open mind. My guide is saying to you to keep an open mind of what is going on around you at the moment. Try very hard not to get involved in any of the gossips and chit chats that are going on, because the Devil card is very much about false entrapments, and also things going on in the background. It's all about jealousies and nasty stuff. It can also be addictions and so on. So if you've got people in your life who are struggling with addictions and it's affecting you in a negative way, this could be a time when you may need to step into the energy of the Queen of Swords and put your foot down and decide, well, you're not going to tolerate that anymore too. So some of you may even be in that sort of a situation with some people in your life this month, Scorpio. You may need to stand your ground on certain decisions that you are making this month. When it comes to the people in your life, you may decide to step back and detach. That's very possible. And so we're going to ask now. We're going to ask Spirit for some advice or some on your relation, your finances, and your career. We're just going to have a little look at your finances and your career. And this flew out, and this is this is partnerships. This is two. This is the Two of Cups is about partnerships. It's about love. It can be love. It can be decision making. We do have the Tower. We're talking about finances and career. We have the Star. So that's a very good. That's a good message. And what else? What do we have? We're going to ask for another couple. Some big opportunities coming up here. Okay, we've got the Chariot again. So we had the Chariot before when it came to your relationships, and your life and your life in general this month, the energy of this month. So we've got to repeat now. This is very much a time where, when it comes to your finances and your career, you really do need to stay in control or guide your ship to the shores that you wish to go to. So we have the Hangman. The Hangman is about being patient. And I feel some of you, you could be in a situation where you have been patient, or maybe you need to be patient at the moment. We have the Tower, and so the Tower is very much about change. So it's possible that you've been going through some difficult times. It's possible that things have been crashing around you in your career and your finances, and now you're in a position where you need to make a decision. And that Tower is also, obviously we've got the couple here, we've got the partnership here. It's possible that this situation has been affecting your loved ones and those around you also. Look, we've got the Star, wish upon a star. So we've got three major arcanas here. We've got the Chariot, the Tower, and the Star. What a combination of power, strength, and change. So we're talking career, we're talking finance, we have an opportunity. The Wands, of course, is career. It's what we do for a living. And there's, this could be a very unexpected opportunity here coming your way that you didn't see coming. It's very possible. And this could come out of this Tower. So this opportunity could emerge itself when you start to make change, when you realize that you have no choice but to make change, because the Tower is a card of, you have to act. It's the energy of the Tower is, well, that's it. Everything's crumbling around us and nothing's working. Everything's falling apart. So we have to go in a new direction. We have to start again or look somewhere else. And of course, you've got the Star next to it. And the Star is very much sowing of seeds, working on something and going in a whole new direction. And the Chariot is the same. So for many of you this month, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances, you could very well be taking some very big steps, making some big decisions, because this is about deciding on something. So you could discuss, be talking to your loved one, your partner, your somebody, and talking together about, decisions that need to be made when it comes to things not working, because this is, nothing's really working here. So I've got to move forward. And if I move forward, this is where I can create something really special. And so some of you may be doing just that, not all of you, but some of you could very well be moving on when it comes to your finances and your career. And, we have the Ace of Cups, and now we have the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, gosh, we have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So this is very much a month to make some big, big changes. Look, some of you, not all, but some of you, you don't realize that you just don't realize that there's some big opportunities heading your way. And you may not be able to see them at the beginning of the month, but they are definitely emerging throughout June. Scorpio. We have two aces. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Ace of Swords. And we know that aces are opportunity. We have the Ace of Wands. There's some big opportunities here. Wands, career, finance. Swords, your thoughts. Opportunity to stay focused. Cups, your emotions, an offer of some kind that brings in, makes you feel happy. A happy opportunity that pulls at the heartstrings. So this month, and look at this outcome, and also we have the Wheel of Fortune. Again, we have this Wheel of Fortune. This is you moving forward. This is things taking place very quickly. You have the Victory card. This is career. This is finance. There's a victory here. We have you moving on from the difficulties of life into calmer waters. And this is with the help of someone moving away from the negative into a very positive. And again, look, we're looking at inheritance, we're looking at superannuation, we're looking at family money, we're looking at opportunity and prosperity. This can be a family business that you're moving away from the difficult times now into much smoother seas. We have celebration. Look at this. He's so pleased with himself. Look at all this money. I feel you're going to be very, very happy with yourself, Scorpio, throughout June. I feel that there's lots of things that are going to come into fruition that are going to bring a lot more finance and success around your finances and your livelihood and your career in June. There's a lot of opportunity here. There's lots of opportunities in many areas, and so there could be for some of you may not even be able to see these opportunities that are right around you. So if there's anything that you're worried about, upset about, whatever, the message of this card here is saying to you that you're not seeing the opportunities that are around you. These two people are looking down to the ground. They're not seeing the opportunities that are right in front of them. They can't see it because they're not looking. They're concentrating too much on the negative. So please try not to do that this month, especially when it comes to your finances and your career, Scorpio. There's big opportunities here. Yes, you've got the Tower. But the Tower brings in change. The Tower forces us to make change. The Tower forces us to take action. And but it's the end result of the Tower that is magical, because the Tower is the card that forces us to act. And it's the card that we look back on, that action, that energy, that whatever this is about. It's the things that this brings into our life or takes out, that we look back and we say, I'm glad that happened, because if that hadn't have happened, if that Tower hadn't have happened in June, if I hadn't have acted and moved on and taken action, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be in this wonderful position where I am today. So allow yourself to accept that change is necessary. At the time this is happening, that you may think everything's blowing up, but it's not really. It's just putting you in a position, Scorpio, where you're going to say, okay, this is not what I want. I'm going to move on, move forward, make some big changes so that my life is a lot happier. And that's really what the Tower's all about. You've got all these aces. You've got the Star. You've got some wonderful messages. Some wonderful messages around your finances for June, Scorpio. The Star is a wish upon a star. Everything that you're wishing and hoping for is going to come true. Don't allow yourself to focus on the negative of what you don't have. Just focus on what you do have, because there's some great opportunity here, and also great opportunities for you to finally move forward and not to struggle anymore when it comes to your finances or in your career and so on. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, things moving forward for you now. You've got the Ace of Swords. Stay focused. Stay positive. This is positive mindset. Stay focused on what it is you're trying to accomplish. You've already accomplished a great deal with your finances and your career, but there's more to come. And so take the reins and keep going, because there's a lot of victory for you. There's so much victory when it comes to your career. There's so much victory when it comes to your finances here. And be patient. We've got the Hangman, but he's just been hanging around waiting for these opportunities. And here's the opportunities. Big opportunities. And so step up, don't be scared, take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith, Scorpio, in June, and allow yourself to experience these wonderful, wonderful opportunities that are now around you right now in this month. So we have from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck, the card that Spirit chose for us. for June is the Goddess of Sacred Path. It's a beautiful card. And this is the message from the Goddess of the Sacred Path. We'll look it up, see what number she's on. Goddess of the Sacred Path, number 56. Let's have a look, Scorpio. What they're saying to us, page 56. For all us beautiful Scorpios, here we are, page 56. The Goddess of the Sacred Path is saying this to us. Let go of logic and trust your feelings. Okay. This is time to let go of what you think is logical and trust your feelings. What is it that you would truly love to do or experience at this point in your life, Scorpio? Imagine if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. This is because your heart holds your true essence. It is the gateway to your soul, whereas the mind dwells more within fears, which often prevent us from fulfilling our true potential. All is possible when what you choose to do and experience aligns with your heartfelt purpose and dreams. Trust your feelings. Start to keep a journal in which you express and explore all it is you would really, truly love to be, have, and do in life. Do this lovingly and honestly, and you will be gently guided along your sacred path. Isn't that beautiful? So you focus, Scorpio, you focus on what it is that your heart needs to be happy, because your heart, of course, if you're happy, your heart is happy, then you are healthy, you're a free soul, and you live a much better life. It's very important that we feed our heart and soul with things that we really want to experience in our life, isn't it? So, Scorpio, I hope this resonated with you in some way. Would you like to let us know by giving us a like? That would be great. As you know, I always respond to your messages, the comments that you make. I always get back to you very quickly, let you know that I've read them by giving you a little heart or a tick. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, that would be wonderful, because it would support us and help us along on our path. And so, Scorpio, very interesting month. I hope it does give you some guidance. If it doesn't, then check your moon rising stars, because that can also resonate. I know that mine do. My moon sign resonates a lot with me, as well as my star sign, because my moon is very strong. And so, Scorpio, it's been wonderful to be with you today. Please look after yourself through June. Take care, and we look forward to catching up with you again in the near future. So you look, bye-bye for now.